Hey guys, HappyFireBallMan, and here today we'll be reviewing our Rotar Lux 660 Wisdom, which is not wise, with gold rims, cost 100k, and a luxurious inside, but it's also a K car in the inside, a tiny 660 cubics, not cubic centimeters. No. CCs. Screw it. 660cc cubic centimeters. Oh, okay, Google. What does CC stand for? No. Okay, Google. What does the unit CC represent? Well, I am actually right. It is actually cubic centimeters, and as you saw there, the engine died out. How? Well, I figured out if you rev anywhere near 3,000 RPM and let it go. I mean 3,500 RPM. Yeah, there we go. It's 3,500 RPM. If you rev it up at 3,500 RPM and let go of the gas, the engine will lock up. So I have found out a way. And what's the way? Well, now this is a anti-theft way. So instead of going like letting go of the gas, you have to press the brake. And once it's under 3,500 RPM, you can let it go, so it'll be safe. Quite ingenious. It's quite frightening. My ingenious is actually quite frightening. Quote from Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear, or right now the Grand Tour. But as we see, this is a cheap commuter car. Well, this is not cheap. This is 100k, 100k car. Haha, I made a pun. 100k car. $100,000 for a car that will break down if you go over 3,500 RPM. I mean, yes, it's a luxury car. It has a luxurious inside if we have an inside. I don't know, there is an interior mod, but it's not the best. Like, once we get an actual automation mod that can be exported to BeamNG, I think that'll be a really good add-on. Because, like, the game, it's like somewhat you need a powerful computer, but like if only like we can have like a detailed interior. Like, let's say we have luxury, like luxury interior, handmade, basic, no interior, will still look like an interior. You understand like what I'm saying? Like, if we have an interior officially from automation, then it would be nice. And we have two fins, so we can get the best connections and best TV, because there's TVs. I think those should be more like interior. But anyways, it still breaks down. Trunk is small, engine is small, it's quite slow. Well, actually, it's not slow for a 660 cubic centimeter inline 3. Yeah, it's an inline 3. But I mean, come on. The car weighs like 3,000 pounds. I would think, and I would believe, I would put like something like a V6, like a 3-liter V6, just to make it move. But I'm going like 60 miles. Okay, I'm not 60. Let's see how safe it is. We have advanced safety, I think, on this. I mean, it won't destroy you or kill you. I'm barely moving backwards. Like, it won't kill you. But then again, it'll be destroyed. The engine is like probably like smashed in there. It's not even smashed at all. if I was going to take out the engine. But luckily, the gold rims. Oh man, this gold rim is not good. Like, we could sell these golden rims. This one would have been broken. This one would have collapsed as well. It would have been like squished. But the rear two golden rims should be able to pay for some damages. But it's really just unreliable. It's just a Toyota with like. It's not a Toyota. It's like a unreliable Lancer. It's not good for like. It's not good for driving. It's like if you have like space. At some point you're going to be like, oh man, I'm going to need a chauffeur for this car. Chauffeur. So like, this is like kind of like an anti-theft device. No, it isn't. It's just I made it up. Like so make sure that people who steal this car cannot go away with it. They have to tow it, but the car's so damn heavy that it can't be towed. How much does it weigh? Like 3,000 pounds. 3,000 pounds, it's, I guess, okay. But I mean, for something that has 660cc inline 3, I don't think it's going to be good for anything really. But let's just go to the elemental test already, and we cannot screw up any. The coarse sand is kind of fine. Wait, brake, hold. Then when we get under 3,500 RPM, we should be able to be alive. Yes, we are still alive. Now let's go back from hard to easy. Too hard to easy. Oh, that's screwed. The script is already done. Oh no, we did not do it correctly. The engine locked up. That's the problem. If you do it in such a way, it'll be perfect. It's almost a perfect car. Well, no, it's almost a good car if it wasn't too locked down. Because here's like one thing that would like an engine that won't lock out. Like, because like if the engine locks up, it wouldn't be good of a car. It would be like a waste of 100k. This is like a money waster. Like, if I was to buy this, I would just throw it away, or like not drive it, because it's valuable, I guess. But it's not in the respect of why should it be valuable. It's more like, oh, it's just there. It's luxurious, yeah, but you can't argue with the fact that it's just so ridiculously weak. See, look, I even got like stuck halfway. So happy campers are none. The wheels are moving in thick mud. I mean, I guess I can understand the point. Like, it's still stuck. Oh, damn it. Damn it. That's what I say, damn ya. Yeah, you'll know what I said. Suspension is like, it's not like a boat. It's actually really rigid. You have to like use the handbrake at all times. I mean, this is anti-theft at the best. But when I get a car, I don't want it to be like slow. I want it to be like an actual car that can like over bumps. Bumps this big is okay. But then when it just gets too bouncy, or it just dies when you're bouncy, then I won't think it will be good in Rome. Because like in Rome, it's like cobblestone roads. And if this was driving around, this would definitely have suspension issues. And the fact that you should not let it rev. See, let's go to realistic mode. Let's make sure it revs. If it touches 7,000 RPM, or Or you like drop like the RPMs. If you drop the RPMs, it's going to die. It's like saying it needs to work to live, and that's no joke. And since it can't go in the mud, I don't think it'll go in the sand. But I could be wrong, and I don't think Dubai could buy a car like this. Like they can, but I'm not sure they will be accepting a car like this. And wait, this actually went to the sand pretty well. Now let's just brake, oh no. Oh god, that was a heartbeat of death. Like this could die when you need it. But I'm like surprised it can go in the sand. Well, maybe because it's more easier and less harder to like enter. Now let's ask the Eskimos if they would like this car. I mean, I won't argue that this did it easily. Then you would need handbrakes. Here's the thing. Let's try to do the handbrake thing the way to stop the car on ice. So let's go now. Is it grippy enough? What happens when you're on grippy roads? I guess acceleration does matter. Then I go in a circle. And then I go back, and then I see a higher speed. At a higher speed, then we hit. It has like long braking distance, and I bet like it would be a shorter braking distance if the engine was not to die every time we just let go of the gas. This is like you need a Schaefer, whatever. I know how to speak it, but I don't know. Okay, Google, how do you say Schaefer? Okay, Google, who drives people? Schaefer. You know, screw it. I'm just gonna say Schaefer. Schaefered in a car like this, and a tiny, compact, Japanese car. Oh, okay. See, look, we just fell in, and it just fails. Just going mudding is like a problem. It's not a problem for me because I understand that it's not an off-roader actually. But the problem is when the engine dies, being too weak because it's a K car. I know I probably like ignored like weight, length, and width regulations, but I'm just saying like 660cc to count it as a K car. But luckily we have mirrors to see who's behind us. But even though we're not going to see anyone behind us. And oh no, we just fell in the river. So, mudbogging? I don't know. Can we mudbog this? I'm just not even sure. Off-roaded, I guess. But don't blame me if you spend 100k on this and get this stuck in a bog. Or it got the engine dead. Because this isn't what it's supposed to do. The real thing it's supposed to do is to look cool, be a powerful statement, I guess. But if it was a powerful statement, I would have bought another card that I have made, the Carmen D360 DTSS. Yes, the D360 DTSS is basically kind of the opposite. It's big, two-seater. You don't get Schaefered on this. Giant and powerful, and it's heavy. Well, that's not the opposite. But here's the thing. I do get the luxuries. Sure, I pay more for better luxury, but I can get out of a ditch real easy. It has torque to back it up. The engine doesn't want to die. I can't somehow go reverse. Well, not that deep. But let's say if we were going to mudding, for some reason your luxury car that costs like $1 million, you can do that. Though you have like some bits flying off. For some reason when I'm off-roading I can't go reverse. But the best thing about this is that it can't die. The engine is actually well built. It's not, the engine won't lock. It sails like a boat. And it actually just drives good enough. Sure, it has like tons of pieces flying off. Like it's a splatter of lights. But it's better than having a car that will go and say, okay, wanna stop? Oh. We got brake and stop. Or like, oh no, the engine's dead. Now we have to take it to a specialized dealer. I know I made this and I should be ashamed for what I make. But I shouldn't, because I thought this would be a very strong car. A car that would be able to lift its own weight, no pun intended. But it barely has the ability to be strong enough. The engine is an okay situation, like in the situation I'm given in, this car is actually in the right. The engine is small to a point where it has not enough sufficient power to carry something this heavy. Like, look, let's go bring another thing, like a scale of weight, a weight pad. Oh, now here, if I was to like weigh this thing, first I would need like a whole track just to like get it onto the pad. Oh no. See, look, it's £3,065. It's 3,066 pounds. That's a lot. Let's see another vehicle that is similarly weighed, and let's bring this. Oh no, this is like twice the weight. Twice the weight. Twice the cylinders. And probably like a bigger size. That you don't even need a whole track just to fit it on. You can go in and then it'll speak power. Like what? 5,600 pounds. 600. It's heavier by like 2,000 pounds. Well, let's bring something else that weighs similar to it. And I think one good thing is a Lariat Warrior. Now, this is like the first car of 2020. Can go 103 miles per hour. Has a 2-liter inline 6, making around like 200 horsepower. And I don't know how much like it weighs. You don't need a whole track for this. This actually has a working engine that doesn't want to die out. Okay, let's see. 3,100 pounds. Twice the cylinders, of course. But now, let's go bring another car that is actually a K car. And that's an actual K car. Oh, race car, really. It's just a race car, but has 660cc engine, and kind of fits the K car, though it's like a bit wider and a bit longer. 2,100 pounds, but it has a V8, and it has more power, like 200 horsepower, and yes, understandably, but I feel like I kind of made the company in a misery of woes. Like, see, look how nimble this is. I'm just eyeballing it. .30 PSI, you can it's a real K car. Sure, it has a big 660cc V8. Sure, it has like a 660cc V8, but still, it's better. Oh, there's like so many mods. I mean, what can I find good about it? Like, to say this is good is kind of like compliment to it, which is a compliment. It's not too loud, but I mean, you should take automation's word when it's underpowered. Sometimes it's super underpowered. I don't know how 60 horsepower is not enough for this car. I remember when there were cars, like once considered made like a 14 horsepower hatchback that worked, that didn't die out. 14 or 17 horsepower. 17 horsepower. This has 60 horsepower. But I mean, that car had like lighter components. Not lighter, but like it was much more lighter. It was cheaper, and because it's cheaper interior, it was much more lighter. Like, not cheaper interior. Like, it didn't have like a luxurious interior that this has. But I feel like this is kind of a status symbol. It's like a Hummer. Kind of unreliable. Can't go places. This gets 20 miles per gallon. And I say for a K car, that's extremely bad. 20 miles per gallon. Think about how big the engine is. It's just a weight that is accounted. If this was lighter, then it would be a better car. It would have been better than the rest of these cars. I think it's just a luxurious inside that the K engine cannot last for. The K car engine can't last for. It's built tough, but it's not tough. And the all-wheel drive is just so much for it that extra weight has been added. So yeah, that's it guys. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. This was kind of a letdown, but it was not letdown actually. I'm actually I'm fine with this quirk. It's just a quirky feature. That you have to use your handbrake to stop it instead of letting go of the gas. So I think we can like have an automated mode where it'll be like, it'll stop. Only if you like press let go of the gas, it'll like keep the gas holded. And it's more like a actually anti-theft car. Why? Because think about it. People who want to like steal the car can't steal the car. Why? And how? Because they would have to understand how the car works. The chauffeurs would understand how, because then they would have to brake while having the gas and then making sure it's under 3,500 RPM. I mean, that'll be a great way to like make sure that thieves won't steal your car. It'll make a headache for you. It's a bigger headache for them and you. Just for your car's safety, you have to, and they have to have a literal headache for it. And driving up, it's just going to break. So I don't even think the police force would even use this. So anyways, oh wait, let me just delete this. So anyways guys, oh wait, that's not it. We had the flight of stairs and we forgot about all of the flight of stairs. No one forgets the flight of stairs. Oh wait, oh man. And I forgot that. See look, it's just that you have to remember it. You have to remember that happens. So I wish we can like just limit it. So it'll be like 3,000 RPM. Sure, that would be more underpowered. Couldn't even go up. You have to like. Oh wait. No. You could say that it was. Let's just say it can do it, but it's going to be a long time to do it. I mean, I'll try to do it. But trying to do it is like trying to like put a rabbit into a hole. Or like into a brick. You know the rabbit's smart enough not to do that. Like one time there's like this rabbit, like it went inside a hole, but like, you know there's like 3 holes into a brick, right? So a rabbit accidentally like got into it there because it didn't see that. So this is like that. It's like super going to be hard if you try to force it. It might do it on accident. And we just ruined the front end. Could this be the wisest investment? I don't know, this is like a Hummer. Nothing particularly great about it. It's just so average. I'm holding the space bar while trying to press W. Yes, I am a keyboard racer. I don't do it because it's quirky. I just do it because I don't have a literal like steering wheel. I could connect my steering wheel, but I don't want to like. I have limited space. Well, I could try it, but it'll take a lot of space, more space. And there, it was not too bad. Oh. The car has to come with a unscabbard. Oh, well. I mean, I was about to say that it can't have a broken engine, but as we entered it, I'd say that worked, but it didn't work. So yeah, that's really it. I hope you all stay safe, have a good time. In quarantine, make sure you stay safe. Make sure you have hand sanitizer. Make sure you wash your hands for like 30 seconds. I know it's 20, but make sure it's 30 seconds so it'll be extra clean. Make sure you wear a mask and glasses because the coronavirus, sure, it's a lung disease, lung virus, like um, airborne virus, but it can also go in the eyes and then go to your lungs. It's so that's why doctors have like whole body, because if they had to use masks, because then they would only use masks if the coronavirus was like they'll only like have wear a mask and just a bodysuit. Oh. But they also wear a mask because it can get into their eyes. But anyways, that's really all I have for today. Yeah, wait. Before we end up this video, I'm gonna have to crush it. Why? Why not? And what's a good way? By making a large crusher, spawning a large crusher, by spawning a large crusher, and crushing it at the end. Now, let's crush it up. Man, this car has been so great to me that I had to crush it. But let's crush it even more. Can you crush it? No, we can't crush it. Wait, let's just make it, I don't know, like here. And then it'll hopefully like crush even more. And then we can just let go of it. Try to like get this on top. Hopefully that did the trick. Hopefully that did the trick. Now, can we just make it go upside down? I don't know, man. Just trying to make it go upside down. Yes, there we go. We get the car to be crushed to its fate. There's actually enough space for tires to go. But yeah, let's delete that. And yeah, that's Rotar Lux 660 wisdom, and I hope you all had a good time watching my videos. Hope you subscribe and like and do all that. But anyways, that's all I have for today. Bye guys. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and please let me know what to build next.